7:03 this morning, we are waiting to see if a judge will throw out testimony in the upcoming trial for suspended Greenville County Sheriff Will Lewis.
We've been following this all morning long for you. The trial starts next week, and Lewis is charged with obstruction and misconduct. Fox Carolina's Michelle Zhu live at the Greenville County Courthouse and has a breakdown of where we are in this process. Michelle?
Well, this all comes down to a specific piece of testimony that the defense team wants thrown out of next week's trial. A judge will make a decision on that later today, he's expected to. Now, a hearing did take place here at the Greenville County Courthouse just yesterday. Here is where the defense team as well as prosecutors went back and forth about whether to exclude a piece of that testimony. Now, during the hearing, recordings of calls between Lewis and his former assistant Savannah Neighbors were played. Both the defense and prosecutors went back and forth on whether testimony about a Charlotte trip should be allowed in court. His former assistant Savannah Neighbors accused him of sexual assault after that trip last year. He denies those accusations and claims the relationship was consensual. Prosecutors argued in court that Lewis was at fault regardless of where his crimes were committed. Meanwhile, Lewis's attorney argues that there's not enough credibility to put in front of a jury and that testimony about that trip shouldn't be heard because it happened in a different jurisdiction.
Where he violated that trust doesn't matter. The public's trust in Greenville was violated by his conduct in Charlotte.
What happened in Charlotte is not relevant to an indictment that alleges all the events occurred in South Carolina, and therefore that should not be admissible in this case.
And once again, a judge is expected to decide later today whether the testimony will be heard during next week's trial. And Lewis is charged with misconduct and obstruction of justice. One thing to mention, Neighbors did file a civil lawsuit against Lewis as well as the sheriff's office. She has since settled that case. Now, you can take a look at all these hearings and recordings from yesterday. Just take a look at our Fox Carolina News app for the latest. Back to you.